Hello, I'm Stacey Garman from Absolute Fitness. Today I'm going to be doing a healthy spine class. This class is designed to help strengthen, mobilize, and stabilize your spine in all three areas: cervical, thoracic, and lumbar. I'm going to do exercises that strengthen, mobilize, and stabilize your spine and all the associated muscle groups that go with it. But before I start, I just want to bring attention to the fact that this is a 1-hour class. What you do the other 23 hours of the day makes a huge difference to your spine. So think about the things that you do the other 23 hours of the day. I'm going to demonstrate for that. The optimal healthy spine has good curvature in at the cervical spine, in at the cervical spine, out at the thoracic spine, and in at the lumbar spine. If you spend a lot of time in this position, you are exacerbating the curvature of your thoracic spine, pushing out the curvature of your lumbar spine, and really not helping your body to be healthy. So think about the things that you do. Here's a classic example: sitting in a chair. If you sit with good posture, you have that normal curvature in at the cervical, out at the thoracic, in at the lumbar. But not if you sit like this, not if you sit like this, but if you sit like this or you sit like this. That's part of the reason in the Silver Sneakers class we ask people to sit toward the front of their chair, so they use their core muscles to support their body and to support their spine. So think about what you do. Make your body strong, not just this 1 hour, but the other 23 hours of the day, so you can lead the healthiest life that you can lead. And remember, that also has to do with hydration, nutrition, and appropriate rest. Now, with that said, I'm going to put this chair away, I'm going to start some music, and we'll start working on your spine. By the way, I don't see really good without my glasses. So if you're here and you make a comment, I probably won't see it until after class is over, but I'll be sure to scroll through those when class is over and give you a little bit of feedback. So here's a little bit of background music. Let's start by looking at your spine and mobilizing the cervical spine. So take a look over to the side. Get your chin as close to your shoulder as you can, stretching the muscles in your neck and strengthening one side while you stretch the other. And slowly take it the other way. Remember your posture as you stand. So support your posture by engaging your abdominals, engaging the muscles in your erector spinae. Go again to the side and the other side. One more time, slowly each way. The music's going to be kind of low because I just want it to be background music so you can concentrate on getting the movement. All right, let's go a little faster. This is like saying, no, I don't think so. Have a strong enough neck where you can look behind you without having to turn your body around to get there. Okay, now back to the front. I want you to drop one ear toward the shoulder as you lift the other ear toward the ceiling. This is like you're trying to listen for raccoons in the attic. Hopefully you don't have any. Good. Go the other way. My mother did. I stayed in a room at my mother's going the other way. And the raccoons in the attic would love to play about 2 a.m. All right, let's go the other way again. Take these neck stretches slowly and pay attention to how it makes your body feel. If you start to get dizzy, please take your head back to neutral. Sometimes head nods can put some compression on the carotid artery in your neck and mess with your blood pressure. So pay attention to that, okay? Listen to your body. All right, back to the center. Now let's look up, lifting the chin, trying to stretch the muscles in the front of the neck. Good. Now go the other way. Don't just dump your chin, but lift the back of your neck toward the ceiling. Do that again, lifting the front of the neck. So you still keep this space, and then to the front, and gently say yes. Again, take them slowly, your pace, but mobility of your cervical spine. Yeah? Now let's take that in a circle, okay? Drop it over to the side, roll it around to the front, and bring it back up. Let's go the other way. Roll it to the side, around to the front, and back up. One more each way. Good. And go the other way. Again, what you do the other 23 hours of the day makes a difference. If you're always in this position, you're pulling out the curvature in your spine. So try to get the majority of your things where you can do them straight on with that natural curvature and strengthen your neck. All right, so let's lift the shoulders, take them back, around, and down. Oftentimes, we put pressure in our upper back and neck by just what I said, what you do with your head. Good. And a lot of what you do with your thoracic spine. Let's go the other way. We went to the back, so let's go to the front. Usually I take most of my shoulder rolls to the back because we need to open up our chest so we don't let our body do this all the time. Your body will do what you train it to do, and if you do that all the time, then your body will get used to that. All right, reach your arms to the front. I'm going to turn this way just so you can see. Without moving anything but your arms and shoulders, I want you to reach forward, and then I want you to pull back. Reach forward, pull back. Now couple that with your breath. Inhale in one direction, exhale in the other direction, keeping everything else nice and stable. Forward and back, moving your shoulders within the shoulder girdle, stabilizing your back. Good, now put it down. Let's go the other way. Shoulders up to the ears, shoulders down to the floor. Up to the ears, down to the floor. Down to the floor is what we need to do to stretch our shoulders. Oftentimes, when we're uptight, we let this space decrease and our shoulders get up to our ears and our neck gets compressed. So you need to be able to push it down and stretch and relieve the tension. Remember, your shoulder is a ball and socket joint, so we'll go back to those rolls. Up, around, and back. My preferred way of stretching shoulders so you keep your chest open and wide and don't exacerbate your thoracic curvature. All right, now let's do the Michael Phelps, okay? If you ever watch Michael Phelps swim, he usually does this, and a lot of swimmers do this, to warm up their thoracic spine so that they can engage all those muscles when they swim hard, okay? So now we're going to take this move, which opens and closes the chest, also opens and closes those muscles in your mid to upper back. Those are your rhomboids, your traps, also your posterior and anterior deltoids, front and back. So let's slow this down and take a big stretch. Open up to the side as far as you can. Good, keeping your core stable. Good, now take it to the front. You can interlace your fingers if you want, but you don't have to. Reach forward and open up your back. Again, that's usually not our problem. This is usually our problem if we have thoracic issues. Okay? Now, let's engage our oblique muscles by taking this move and reaching over to the side and reaching over to the side. Now I want your knees to be soft. I want your abs engaged, your lower back braced, so think about putting on a belt all the way around the middle. And then from the waist over, reach to the side. Reach to the side. Now couple that with your breath. Inhale on one side. Exhale on the other side. So we're going to muscles that stabilize and support and mobilize our spine in both the thoracic and the lumbar regions. Okay, side to side. We think about these as our waist muscles. Now we're going to add a little bit of a twist. So come here, turn your body to the side, but keep your hips to the front. Bring it back. Same distance between your hands the whole time. Okay, over to the side, back to the front. You don't have to turn your head. You can just turn your body, but keep your hips to the front. Over to the side and back to the center. Let's pulse that for 3. Go 3, 2, 1, and center. Add the breath to that so that you blow, 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 inhale. Blow, 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 inhale. Blow, 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 inhale. Blow, 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 inhale. Let's do 2 more each side. In Pilates, if you're sitting, sometimes they put this with the saw reaching for your foot. 1 more the other way. Good. Now bring it back to the center. I want you to reach one arm up, reach the other arm down, and stretch your hands away from each other. Good. Now brace that and take it over to the side. Very nice. Stretching out your obliques and lats, but keeping your body stable in a straight line if you were looking from the side. So I'll do that from the other side so you can see. Body still in that straight line if you can. Now if your shoulders don't allow you to go overhead, then you can just lean with your body. Lean with your body. So always adjust to your shoulders and your hips ability levels. Very nice. Now let's twist again. Thumbs on your chest this time. Twist to the side, the center, the side, the center. Again, hips square to the front. So you're working on your waistline muscles, but you're also bracing your abdominals. All 3 layers of abdominals. That's transverse, obliques, and rectus abdominals, as well as engaging the erector spinae muscles in your back. Okay, so couple that with your breath. Inhale one way, inhale center, exhale the other way, inhale. I don't know if I said that right, but couple it with your breath. So those are some of the muscles that work around our thoracic and spine. And let's get down to the lumbar spine. I want you to reach your hands down for your legs. Okay, this is what I call a tabletop with a relatively flat back. We're going to be doing some Pilates moves and some yoga moves and just some moves. And by the way, I should warn you, I really like to plank because it's a really good move for you to work on stabilization of the core. But from here, we're going to cat and cow. So I want you to draw your belly button to your spine, take it up to the ceiling, let your head follow your spine so that you have flexion from the skull to the tailbone, the whole length of the spine. Hold it right there, really draw it up to the ceiling. Now I want you to drop it down in the other direction, okay? So this time you're going to extension of the spine. Again, head should follow your spine so that you've got extension all the way from the skull to the tailbone. Now take that a little bit faster. Cat, cow. Your legs should pretty much stay in the same spot. Your butt should pretty much stay in the same spot, but your tailbone should tuck under on a cat and extend out on a cow. Just like your head should tuck under on a cat and extend up on a cow. Or as some of our instructors say, lift your heart, okay? Couple that with your breath, inhaling on one side, and exhaling on the other. You know, your core does a lot for you. Stabilizes and mobilizes your spine, but it also helps you balance. So we're going to come up and do a little bit of standing balance to engage your core to help you stabilize with your spine and all those muscles. So I want you to think about feet hip distance apart, right underneath your hips. Shift all your body weight to one leg. That means your body should shift over where your shoulders are level, but right on top of that foot, so that you can take the other foot off the floor. Okay? You can put your hands out, you can put your hands up, you can pull on an ear, whatever helps you balance. And I want you to stay there for a few seconds. If you need to tap down, do that. Listen to your body. I'll encourage you, if you need to, grab a chair so that you can grab it if you need to or not. Or tap down if you need to or not. Challenge your body where it's appropriate for you. I'm going right back to that same leg. Okay, chest up, braced abdominals and back like a girdle, standing nice and tall and still. And let's count this down from 10, 9, 8, this knee is soft, right? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put it down, very nice. I want you to take a big inhale up. Blow that down. Fill up your lungs. Inhale up. Exhale down. And let's do it on the other side. Again, grab a chair if you need to, or tap down when you need to. Shift all your body weight to that other leg so your shoulders are still level and parallel with the ground. Knee is soft because if it's locked out, it's harder to balance. And lift the other leg and hold. Good. Hips should still be level. Shoulders should still be level. You might have a little bit of movement in your foot. That's okay. Arms where you want them to be. I've seen people do this, do this, do this, do this. Wherever it's right for you to challenge your balance where you are. And don't get discouraged if you can't hold it. You got to challenge yourself, okay? Challenge it where it's right for you. I'm going to count this one down. 10, 9, 8, think tall. 7, 6, draw it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Put it down. Take a big inhale up. Fill up your lungs. Exhale down. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. You got your feet right underneath your hips, or get them that way, yeah? So now we're going to take it up on toes and balance on both feet. Okay, so lift your heels in the air. Again, knees are soft. You might have a little bit of movement in your feet. Grab something if you need to stabilize you, but challenge your body where you don't necessarily need it. Okay? Got a little bit of movement down there. Your knees are soft so you can adjust, I hope, and we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Put it down. I want you to pick up a foot and rotate it a little bit. Good. Pick up the other foot and rotate it a little bit because that's a little bit of work in your calves and your feet to balance you there. Again, take a big inhale up. Exhale down. Good. This time when you inhale up, I want you to do what's a forward fold in yoga. Hinge over from the hips and just hang. Let your head go with your body. Knees are soft. Now, I'm extremely flexible and I can put my hands on the floor. You might not be able to go there. If you feel like you need a block or something to hold on to or a chair, go there. But I want you to just hang and let the tension fall out of your body and drift away. Okay? So take all the anxiety about the current situation and let it just drip out of your body. All right, roll it all the way up. Roll your shoulders back, and we're going to go to all fours on the floor. Now, I have a mat. If you have a mat, great. If you don't, you need something soft to support your knees and your hands and your elbows and that sort of stuff. So a carpet or a towel or a blanket, whatever you need. I'm using a mat, so we're going to go to all fours. I moved it back here a little bit so you can fully see. We're going to start here, and we're going to start with balance. Then we'll do some cats and cows and some other things. So, in this position, I want you in a nice tabletop. I want your hands right underneath your shoulders. This is important to have your elbows under your shoulders, your wrists underneath your elbows, so that you have the best support on your joints. Okay? I want your knees right underneath your hips so you look like a square table. This is the most supportive position, all fours. So let's do a little bit of balance first. Take one arm and reach it as far up and out as you can. Now, if your shoulders don't allow you to get up there by your temple, then you take it where you can take it. Mine will go here, so if yours will, take it there. Now, take the opposite leg and stretch it straight back. I want as much space between your fingers and your toes as possible. Now, you can point your toes or you can flex your foot. Doesn't really matter. I just want you nice and stable. If you need to tap down in between, please go there. Hips should be level, same as shoulders. So if you had a glass of water right here, it would not fall into the floor. Okay, let's count this down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put it down. Good. Before we do the other side, let's do cats and cows from this position. So same thing, from your butt to your feet should remain stable. From your shoulders to your hands should remain stable. And let's move the spine. So cat, belly button to the ceiling, tucking your tailbone under, looking back at your lap so you've got flexion from your spine to your tailbone. Now, drop that and go the other way. Extend it from your skull to your tailbone. So we go flexion and extension. Let's do that again. Flexion in a cat. Extension in a cow. Couple that with your breath. Inhale in one direction. Exhale in the other direction. You choose which direction that is because they're both work. Okay? We're working the muscles associated with flexion, which would be abdominals, and extension, which would be erector spinae. Okay, so flexion, extension. Let's do two more. Flexion, extension, one more. Flexion, and extension, and then back to a table. Okay? Neutral spine here. I hope you remember which side you did first, because I want you to do the other side this time. Reach the arm up and out, optimally, right there by your ear and your temple, and then take the other leg back. As much space between your fingers and your toes as possible. Again, you can point or you can flex your foot. All that's going to do is engage your calves and shins, one direction or the other, or you can just leave your foot neutral and hold it right there. Again, hips level, shoulders level. So if you had a glass of tea perched on your rear end, it would not fall off. That's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put it down. From here, we flex and extend by going through child's pose and cobra. So I want you to sit your butt back towards your feet. Put your knees where it's comfortable for you to get your body here. Optimally, butt goes to the feet and head goes to the floor. But your body might not go there, so go where it's right for you. Okay, from this position, this is a little bit of flexion. We're going to lift it up and take our hips forward into extension. Again, you might not get this far. If you need to take it down to elbows, go to elbows. That'd be a modified cobra. That would be here, okay? Go where it's right for your body. We're gonna go back to child's pose, to cobra. This is one of my favorite moves with my personal training clients, to mobilize the spine in both directions, okay? Closing your hip flexors, these muscles in here, and opening up your hip flexors, going through flexion and extension of your spine. Let's do 2 more. Child's pose. Cobra, use your breath with it. Child's pose. And cobra. Very nice. Let's bring it back to all fours. Okay, I warned you that I really like planks because I'm going to take a break and tell you, because I've been teaching Greek fitness for a long time, and back in the day when we were wearing leotards and tights, we did 80,000 crunches, okay? That's good for toning your abdominals, but how often do you walk around doing this? You don't, okay? What you do is try to hold your body in a nice straight plank. So we do planks to help our body keep that stability throughout the day, whether we're sitting or we're standing or lying down, so that we have a nice neutral spine with optimal curvature for our body, and we have strength through the core to keep everything in place while we move our extremities. So we're going to start with a plank. I'm going to start with an elbow plank. So that means you want to put your elbows right underneath your shoulders. That's very important. If you end up in this position, you are asking for rotator cuff issues, okay? Because that is weighted rotation of your shoulders. So support it with your elbows right underneath your shoulders. Take a leg back and put the toes on the ground, tucking them underneath your heel. Take the other leg back, put your toes underneath your heel. Now, if this is too hard for you to hold, what do? You drop a knee or you drop both knees. But drop them, don't tuck them. That just takes the move away from the core. Drop them if you need to, which would be here or here, but keep your thighs off the floor. Now, a plank should look relatively like a straight line. I say a plank is not a boomerang, and a plank is not a Nike swoop, okay? So it should be a relatively straight line from your head to whatever's on the floor, whether it be knees or toes, and you hold it right there, bracing your abdominals, breathing nice and steady. This is a lovely place to pray, because if you've got good form, your head should be right on top of your hands. If your head gets back here between your elbows, you have lost your form and you're putting your shoulders at risk. So don't go there, okay? Modify for you what you need. I'll count us down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put it down, very nice. Relax for a moment, take a few deep breaths. In this position, we're gonna do some back extensions to work your lower back. Again, most of us have issues with our back not being strong enough. Not that we need to stretch it more, because if we sit like this, we're stretching it out all the time. What we need to do is make it strong enough to stay here, because this would be a seated plank, okay? So it's a straight line from your head to whatever's on the floor. Okay, so let's work some back extensions to strengthen those erector spinae muscles. Also strengthens your glute muscles, and they all work together. So reach both arms out. We're going to start with one arm and the opposite leg. So lift one arm where you can, and lift the other leg where you can. optimally getting as much of that leg off the floor and feeling some contraction in your lower back and your rear end, and put it down. Now let's do the other side. Your head can stay down, or you can lift your head to add a little more extension of the spine from the top. Good, put it down. So modify for you, okay? Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So you're taking the ends of your spine, which is your skull and your tailbone, and getting them close together. If you leave your head down, you'll just be doing one end, but that's better than not doing anything at all, correct? Okay, so do what's right for you. Couple it with your breath. Inhale when you take it down. Exhale when you take it up, because in this position, the work is up. So I want you to blow when you work. Inhale when you relax, so you don't push your blood pressure up unnecessarily while you're exercising. All right, let's do one more. There it is. Relax. Put your hands underneath your shoulders. Take it back to a child's pose. Flex your back and give it a little bit of a break. I think my music is about to change CDs, but let me go check it just in case. Yep, there we go. All right, I want you to roll it over on a side, okay? Okay, so we're gonna work a little legs because that works all in with the hip joint and the lower spine. Right here, I want you to stack your hips. I want you to stack your shoulders. You can leave your arm down like this. You could tuck it underneath. You could lift it up here, but I'm gonna ask you not to. I want you to take it all the way down. Put this hand where it feels right for you to keep your hips stacked. And I want you to take that outside leg, pull the knee into the chest, and then push away. Okay? Pull the knee into the chest and push away. When you push away, I want you to squeeze your rear end as tight as you can. Okay? So the breath goes like this. In, out and squeeze. In, out and squeeze, because your glutes work with your erector spinae muscles to help support your lower back, and your lower back allows them to move. So let's do 4 more. In and out, in and out. 2 more. 1 more time. Hold it here, lift and lower. Keep your toes and your knees pointing straight ahead, please. So you're not here, but you're here. You can actually turn it down a little bit if you'd like, but I want you to keep your hips stacked. So optimally, your ankle goes up to the ceiling and down. So you'll feel this in your abductors, those are your outer thigh muscles, as well as in the glutes a little bit. So let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and you're stabilizing with the core, right? So let's do 1 of each. Knee in, knee out, up, then down. So I want you to blow, inhale, blow, inhale, blow, inhale, blow, inhale. Hips nice and stacked. Let's do 3 more. In, out, up, and down. Blow, inhale, everything here nice and steady. 1 more. In, out, up, and down. Good. Take a little breather and relax. Now I want you to take both knees and shoot them down. Okay? So you make a straight line with your hips open from your knees up to your head. Now take that inside arm and bring it up to an elbow. We are going to side plank from here. And I'm going to go through 4 or 5 different side planks to show you options. Really important, this angle. Elbow needs to be right underneath your shoulder. So when you take it up, it needs to be kind of pulled in a little bit so that when you take it up, which is this, it's right underneath your shoulder. Okay? This is option number 1, side plank. Hip is off the floor. Straight line from your knee up to your head. Straight line from your shoulder down to your elbow. Now, put it down for a sec. I see a lot of people do them here. that is not going to give you that stability in your obliques. You really do need to open up your hip flexors. So let's do a different option. Take that outside leg and extend it down. Optimally, you'll be a straight line from your foot with your knees together, your hips to your shoulders to your head. Lift it and hold it. Again, you want to lift it here so it's a straight line from your head to whatever's on the floor. Okay, breathing nice and steady. Don't let this elbow get way over there. Okay, take a break when you need one. If your shoulder says no, take a break and stretch. Do a regular plank, whatever you need to do. And by the way, water anytime, don't wait on me. I'm not a good example in this class of taking water, but you should be drinking half your body weight in ounces of water every day, and I try very hard to do that. All right, take that down, give yourself a break. Sit up, take your arm across your body and give yourself a stretch on that shoulder, because it does take some shoulder girdle strength to hold you in a side plank or a regular plank or an extended plank, okay? So if your shoulders need a break, take one, listen to your body. Don't work through pain in a joint, okay? You might want to work through pain in a muscle sometimes, but not in a joint. All right, we're gonna go a little harder, okay? So we went from knees stacked to a knee and a foot. Now I want you to take that top foot a little bit forward and put the bottom foot on the ground. Again, elbow pulled into you and lift your body from the floor. Now, if this is too hard for you to hold, what do? You take it back down to a knee where you need to be. But optimally, you'll be a straight line from your head down to the center of your body to your feet on the floor. What you do with this hand is strictly up to you. I see some people who like to lift. Some people put them here, some people put them here. That's not as important as keeping your shoulders stacked, so not here. Shoulders stacked and hips stacked. And hold it. I'll count you down. 10, 9, 8. Take a break if you need it. 7, 6. Warned you I like planks. 5, both regular and extended. 4, and side. 3, 2, 1. Put it down. Sit up. Take that arm across your body. Yes, we are going to do one more side plank. Okay? So stretch your shoulder. Open up your chest. Do a little bit of shoulder rotation. If your shoulder says no, take a break, watch, and then come back in. Okay? So listen to your body. Last time we did staggered. Now we're going to try stacked. That's one foot on top of the other. Hips open and wide. Straight line. Lift and hold. Now, this is the last side plank we're going to do on this side. I want you to know that there is an even harder option, which would be doing a star, okay? So adjust for you. Challenge yourself where it's right for you. We'll count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put it down. Very nice. Roll it over on your back. I'm going to turn this way so I can see. Roll it over on your back. Aren't you glad that's all the side planks on that side? All the way down. From here, think about neutral spine. That's natural curvature in your lower back where it's right for your body. Natural curvature in your cervical spine, so don't push your neck down and don't push your lower back down at this point in time. I want your hips in the same parallel plane as your pubic bone, okay? Now, keeping all that stable, take both arms, lift them up, and go as far back as you can without rotating your ribs up in the air. Lift it up and put it back down. Good. So lift it up, take it over your head. This is a Pilates move. Lift it up and put it back down. Stable here. So back of the ribs still down. Inhale up, exhale over. Inhale up, take it down. Inhale up, exhale over. Inhale up, take it down. Do one more. Inhale up, exhale over. Inhale up, exhale down. And one of my favorite moves is a bridge. So lift your hips as high in the air as you can. Contract the muscles in your erector spinae and your glutes. So you're engaging your hamstrings, your glutes, your lower back. getting a nice stretch on your abdominals, and take it back down. I like bridges, by the way, just like I like planks. They help your body stay strong. So let's do a few of these. Lift and lower. Good. I want the whole foot surface on the floor. Now you can put your hands out to the side if that's more comfortable for you. You can put them over your head if that's more comfortable for you. You can put them across your chest. Whatever you want to do with your hands. But I want you to think about pushing your knees away, taking your hips as high as you can, exhaling as you take it up, and inhaling as you take it down. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time, up, then down. Now stretch your back by pulling your knees in towards your chest. This is like a child's pose. Okay, this takes your back into flexion, gives your erector spinae muscles a little bit of a break. All right, we've got a side plank the other way. You know that? So roll it over on the side. Before we go there, we'll do the leg moves. Okay, so here we got our hips stacked, we got our shoulders stacked. You can put your hand wherever you want to put it. I would prefer you keep your chest down. Take your knee into your chest and push away. Into your chest, push away. When you push away, think about making it very long and engaging your rear end muscles. I like to flex my foot because sometimes that helps me engage my rear end. Think about it. If I point my toe, I don't get as much glute involvement. So think about the things that help you engage the muscle. I want you to blow out, inhale in, blow out, inhale in. 2 more. Blow out, inhale in, blow out, inhale in. Extend the leg long. From here, I want you to lift and lower, working your abductors inside your hip with your, well, it's not inside your hip. You're working the hip rotators inside the hip. Your abductors are actually about the size of a bagel. Regardless of how big your legs are, that muscle's not much bigger than a bagel. Okay? Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Hips stacked. Shoulders stacked. You got 3 more. 2 more. 1 more, and we put it together. Knee in, knee out, leg up, leg down. Now the hardest part of this one, I won't say the hardest part. I want you to exhale when you lift. So do your breath like this. Blow, inhale, blow, inhale, blow, inhale, blow, inhale. Let's do 4 more. In and out, blow, inhale, leg in, leg out. 2 more. Blow, inhale, blow. Hips still stacked, right? Blow, inhale. There we go. Put it down. Good. Give it a little bit of a break, and we're going to side planks. Before you side plank, I want you to open up your hip joints by taking your knees down away from your body, bringing your elbow in close. Because remember, as you lift, you don't want your elbow way out there with a lot of pressure on your rotators. Okay? So, straight line from your knees up through the center of your body. Lift and hold. Okay? This is working the obliques. Nice, strong midline or nice, strong waistline. Yeah, hold it right there. Whatever you want to do with this hand, I just don't want you pushing from the floor because that pulls your whole body over. Okay, shoulders still stacked, hips still stacked, one on top of the other. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put it down. Good. Now we're going to go straight into a one-legged plank there, or a little bit extended side plank. I'll scoot over so you can see. Okay? So still, hips nice and open and long. Foot on the ground. Use the whole side of your foot to support it. Elbows still close. Lift your hips and hold. Okay? Straight line through the middle of your body. Whatever you want to do with this hand, but I don't want you to push. Okay? So keep your shoulders square. Keep your hips square to the front and hold it. 5, it down. Give your shoulder a break and stretch. Okay? Very nice. Reach it out to the side. Love, love, love. I can't see a whole lot of the comments. I can see the occasional like and love out there. Love you. Hope you're working hard and making your spine nice and healthy. All right, so we're going to take it back down. This time we're going to extend both legs long. Take the top leg, put it on the ground in front a little bit. Take the other leg behind it. Whole foot surface on the ground. Elbow close. Lift and hold. Okay? Shoulders square. Hips square. And what do you do if this is too hard for you? You drop it back down to a knee, right? Shorter lever's a little bit easier than a longer lever. Whatever you want to do with this hand, so long as your chest is open, your shoulders are square, and your hips are square. Modify for you. We'll count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Put it down. Give your shoulder a stretch. Open up the chest. We've got one more side plank to go. Good. Again, modify for you. If these aren't all good moves for you, then push yourself and challenge yourself a little bit more each day. It's a practice, like Jamie likes to say, to make your body strong. And think about the things that you do throughout the day that help make your body strong. So we've got one more. This is a little more advanced. This time, feet are stacked one on top of the other. Body is nice and long and open. Hips are open, not here, way out here. Elbow is close. Lift and hold. Straight line from your head to your feet. Now this is a little more taxing for balance. Those of you who are even stronger, lift it to a star if you would like. And hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Drop the bottom knee if you need to. Drop both knees if you need to. But try to make your body strong. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put it down. Very nice. Roll it back over on your back. Open your arms out to the side. Give your shoulders a break. Okay. We're going to do a move called a dead bug. Now, it's a little bit different than dead bug in yoga. So, I want you to put your arms right on top of your chest. This is like doing a tabletop, except you're on your back instead of on hands and knees. Now put your knees right on top of your hips, not on top of your ribs, on top of your hips. We're going to take this one slowly because this is a hard move to do, to keep your knees on top of your hips and stabilize everything with a neutral spine, not an imprinted spine. A neutral spine, so that's natural curvature in your lower back if you can hold it. Now, if this gets too hard for you, please take a break and listen to your body, okay? Now, we're going to keep the legs steady for a minute. We're just going to do arms. I want you to keep everything except one arm where it is. Take that one arm, reach it over your head, and then back where you had it. Let's do 5. That's 4. Couple it with your breath. That's 3. Everything else steady. That's 2. One more. That's 1. Now do the other side. Reach back on top of the shoulder. That's 5. That's 4. Everything's steady, right? That's 3. That's 2. That's 1. Hold it right there. Now, those of you who've done class with me at the gym, sometimes we do this with a ball between our knees and our hands. If you've got one of those big stability balls, sometimes it really does help you understand this move and feel it the way it is. Now, you should be feeling some stress through your core, holding your body in this position with your knees on top of your hips, not on top of your ribs, on top of your hips. We're going to leave the hands there. We're going to move the legs only. So keeping everything stable except for one leg. Take that one leg out and down, not on the floor but almost, 5 times. There's 4. Everything else steady. There's 3. The other knee stand right on top of the hip, right? That's 2. One more time. Very nice. Let's do the other side. This knee on top of the hip, the other leg moves. Hands on top of shoulders, that's 5. Couple it with your breath. 4, 3, 2, one more time. You should want a break by now, yeah? Pull your knees in towards your chest. Give your lumbar spine a little bit of a stretch. Now let's give your cervical spine a little stretch. Here's flexion of your spine. Put your head back down. Put your feet back down. Here's extension of your spine in a nice bridge and hold. Okay, I hope you don't hear the lawnmower too much. Looks like my music has died. Let me check my music. Take it down and relax for a moment. And then we're going to do that dead bug on both sides. Here we go. I'm going to swap the CD real quick. My husband decided to get on the lawnmower, so I hope the sound of the lawnmower doesn't interfere with your class. He's outside, but sometimes you can hear him. So please forgive us for that if that distracts you. Okay, we're going back to dead bug. This one's a little bit loud, so let me turn it back down a hair. We want this background music to be soothing, but we don't want it to blast you out, yeah? There we go. I think that's better. All right. So we're going back to a dead bug. Lay it all the way down. This time we're going to move both arms and legs at the same time. So hands right over your shoulders. Knees right on top of your hips. Neutral spine. So that natural curvature here. I want you to take one arm back and the opposite leg back, keeping the other two stable. Right there on top of the shoulder, right there on top of the hip. And bring it back up. Do that again. We're going to do 5. This is 4. Here's number 3. Hope the music's not too loud. Here's number 2. And here's 1. Let's do the other side. So arm and leg. The other arm and leg stay stable. That's part of the problem or part of the challenge of this move. This is 3, 2, because a lot of people want to do this. That's not the move, okay? All right, so now we're going to alternate them. 1, then the other. Couple it with your breath. 1. Boy, time flies when you're having fun. The other, I've got a clock right up there above the stereo, and it says we've got less than 10 minutes. Oh, no. Let's do 2 more each side. 1 more each side. Here we go. And give your back a break, pull your knees in. That should feel good. Okay, we're going to go back to some oblique work. We'll do a couple more planks. Oh yeah, you got to do at least a couple more planks with me. All right, so take your knees right on top of your hips again. Arms out to the side and stabilize it. Take a big inhale here. Exhale and take your knees over to one side, but don't let your shoulders leave the floor. You might not get nearly as far as me. That's okay. Go where you can go. Inhale up and exhale over to the side. Inhale up. 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 Exhale over to the side. Let's do 2 more each way. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale over. 1 more each way. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale over. Good. Bring it in. Pull your knees in. Bring your head up to your knees. Flex your spine from your skull to your tailbone. Nice little stretch. Good. Roll it up and over. I'm going to go to an extended plank. So that would mean straight arms. If straight arms is not right for you, then bend your elbows. But whatever's on the floor, I want it to be right underneath your shoulders. So for me, I'm going to start with all fours right here, ensuring I've got good stability with my shoulders right on top of my hands. My head should be forward of my hands. Take a leg back and put a foot on the floor. Good. Take the other leg back and put it on the floor. Now, we're going to hold this for a bit. If you get bored, you can do a bunch of push-ups. But if this is too hard for you to hold food. Drop a knee. Don't tuck a knee, but drop a knee or drop both knees, still keeping that strength through the spine. Now, there's lots of things you can do with this move. This is the front leaning rest position in the military to do your push-ups. So a push-up is a fabulous exercise. We're not going to do any today, but we might do some in future classes because it helps you keep that plank while you work your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps. You can also take all sorts of different moves with the plank, walking your feet out, dropping and lifting your knees, holding the stability, do all sorts of stuff. But right now we're just going to hold it, and I'm going to slowly count you down from 10. 10, and I count slow. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Take a break if you need it. 3, 2, and there's 1. Drop your knees, take your butt back to your feet, nice child's pose. Feel free to open up your legs to let your body get back there. Again, optimally, butt to your feet and head to the floor. But go where it's right for you. If you only go this far and it helps you stretch, then that's how far you go to get the stretch. Now, I did say at least 2 more planks, right? I've got 4 minutes according to my clock. Before we do that, I want you to get a little thoracic mobility. So go back to all fours. If your wrists are saying, I've had enough, feel free to go fists, but whatever's on the floor should be right underneath the elbows and shoulders, okay? So I want you to take one hand, reach it out to the side. From here, we're gonna twist and we're gonna reach. So twist underneath, then reach up to the sky. Twist underneath, reach up to the sky. Couple it with your breath. I like to inhale, then exhale, but you can do it the other way. Let's do 8 more this side. 8, 7, 6, and you don't have to turn your head. 5, particularly if it makes you dizzy. 4, 3, 2, but you do have to turn your body. 1, good. Bring it up on your knees. Reach your arms out to the side. Roll your shoulders. Rotate your wrists. And then we've got the other side. So, all fours. Nice, stable table. Okay? So, hands or fists directly under elbows, under shoulders. Knees directly underneath hips. And we're going to go the other way. So, reach out to the side. Then twist and reach. Twist and lift. Okay? Couple this with your breath. You can follow it with the head if it does not make you dizzy. From your hips to your feet should remain relatively stable. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Bring it up. Arms out to the side. Roll your shoulders. Rotate your wrists. Very nice. Shake it out a little bit. 1 more plank. You can do elbows. You can do hands. You can do side if you want. 1 more plank. Be strong. Challenge your body to be in this position every time you stand and sit. From whatever your head is to whatever's on the floor, nice and strong, neutral spine. Here we go. Nice plank and hold. Strong, stable body. You can do this. You can be strong. Again, if you need to modify. Drop a knee, don't tuck a knee. Drop a knee if you need to. Or just take a complete break if that's what your body needs. Challenge your core to be strong, to hold everything in place, to stabilize you when you need to stabilize, to mobilize you when you need to be mobilized, to keep you nice and strong. Let's count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, to all fours. Tuck your toes underneath your heels. Push your heels toward the floor and straighten out your legs. This is a down dog from yoga. Push your shoulders back to your thighs. Your heels may or may not touch, depends on your body. Don't get stressed if you don't look like anybody else. God made you special. Celebrate that. All right, bend your knees. Walk your hands back. Put your feet flat on the floor. That's really important. Heels down. Roll your body up one vertebrae at a time. Roll your shoulders back. Put your body in a nice, stable, neutral spine. In at the cervical spine, out at the thoracic, in at the lumbar. Take a big inhale up. Fill up your lungs. Exhale out. Inhale up. Exhale out. Very nice. I'm glad you came to join me this morning. I hope you had fun, but I also hope it challenged you. I value reading your comments in a little while. Have a great rest of the day and stay healthy, stay strong, and stay safe.